The kids are the future.
Yeah,
absolutely. And also, I'm a director at a YMCA in Boston at the school called Meta Elementary School. It's in Mattapan. So I'm a director. I have 40 kids in my program, ranging from ages 4 to 12 years old. So I've been doing that, and it's been a eye opener, you know, working with kids, you know, saying because like not too long ago I was one of those kids, so it's like they see me as like an older brother, and I don't want them look at me as a director or like or just my title. I got to really put the work in, you know what I'm saying? I got to really apply myself in not only helping these kids but also shaping them to individuals where they reach to the ages of, you know what I'm saying, 18, 21, so on, because I think it's important for, you know, that myself and the people around me to help, you know, push that, you know, that spirit in helping other people, because at the end of the day, all we got is each other, and we got to continue on doing that, man. You know,
bro.
So
it's so good to hear that.
Man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm just thinking about it. Like, you're working in Boston. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when you like live in the hood, it's just hard to get that support. Like, sometimes your parents are just always working, and you just don't have a place to go. And it's just crazy that you're just making a difference there, especially there.
Absolutely. And it's crazy because like my whole family's from Boston. Most of my family come from the South, but most of my family's from Boston. So I'm like the only family member that's really in Everett. So like I spent most of my time being in Boston growing up. So it's like I seen how everything goes around. And I see how the difference between Boston and Everett too. So it's like, you know, I feel like most of the people in the city of Boston, they're kind of in a disadvantage because it's like they don't have the support or the tools to help them, you know what I'm saying, to be better as, you know, students or athletes or whatever. So I'm real fortunate enough to come from a city like Everett because we had a background of football and education, all that stuff. So when I got a chance to work in Boston, it's like, holy cow, it's like you're really in the real world. Like they really have a disadvantage. So I kind of used the tools that I had from being in Everett and kind of applying that to the kids out in Boston, because I think it's important, because I think if we're going to be, you know, an institution in the city of Massachusetts, we got to make sure we all, as a state, to be on the same page and push that academic, you know, excellence. You know what I mean? So I think that's important. You know, cause like I said, I wasn't the smartest kid in school. You know what I'm saying? But I did have the drive. I had the willpower. I had the motivation to be a better person. Like I was a kid that was like staying after school and taking extra help from the teachers, and they seen that I was doing that. I wasn't just another kid just trying to get by. Like, no, I was really trying to make myself a better person, you know? And I try to stay out the light a lot, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really hang out with too many crowds. Like, I was cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, I wasn't that kid that stayed in that one group all the time, because I'm like, damn, I could have missed out on what's going on right now, what I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was fortunate enough to, you know what I'm saying, come across, you know, individuals like you guys. You know, I think it was track we really, you know what I'm saying, got to know each other.
For sure. Well, I got to know you in football. Yeah,
football too.
For what, the 2 months you played, Irvin?
Yeah. No, it's cool. You can come
it was not
life.
easy. It wasn't easy. Like I said, I was crying. I was like, I remember one time one kid hit me so hard. I was like, yo, is my neck broken? And these kids laughing at me because, like I said, it's Everett. You know what I'm saying? If you're not tough, nobody's going to respect you. So I had to really find myself and really just figure it out, man. But like I said, I was always that basketball kid, man, because, like I said, I watched my grandfather growing up, and he used to coach at the Shelburne in Boston. So, like, I seen him coach a couple of times growing up. So, like, you know, after he passed away, I wanted to keep that legacy alive. A lot of people didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I remember, like, you know, when I was in high school, like, Shawn, you can go to a big school, play football and all that, but it was something I didn't want to do because I was on a mission to carry my legacy with basketball. And I've always been a basketball guy, you know what I'm saying? But
and it's much safer too.
Yeah. Like I love basketball, but like I said, reality hit, and I like realized, like, yo, I go to a football school. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're not smart enough to get to college with your education, you know, the only outlet is football. So that's why I went back to football my senior year, and, you know what I'm saying, showed out. And I was fortunate enough to, you know, get a recognition from college, like small colleges. And I just took it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, if I have the opportunity to use my athletic ability to get to college, I'm going to do it.
Right.
You know? So, like I said, I was glad I made that risk to go back to football and, you know, just listen to the coaches and just played my ass off and just, you know what I'm saying, did my thing.
And you went to Springfield, right?
I went to Springfield. Yeah, I went to Springfield with Kenny Collage, who was another great player from Everett. And I took some tools from him. He kind of helped me get through college and stuff like that. So,
how was your time there?
Oh man, it was different. You know, it was different. It was a different environment. You know, it wasn't just, you know, people like, you know, it wasn't like being in Everett. You know,
right.
I was around my people. I was around, you know, people that was predominantly, you know, not my, you know what I'm saying, not my ethnicity. So it's like, it was a new adjustment.
Yep.
You know, and besides the football factor, I think I had a hard time really opening up myself to people, you know, because I turned out, I didn't know how to, you know, that was my issue. I realized that, you know, when I was in high school, it was easy for me to be who I am because I was a football player, I was a basketball player, I did track.
Right.
You know, I got my name off that. But I didn't know who I was without sports. So I had to figure that, I had to figure that out. You know what I mean? So that's where the tough factor played along with it, where I had to break my shell and find myself. You know what I'm saying? So it really took a lot of it took some time for me to do that. You know, and I'm glad I went through that and I was able to, you know, graduate college. And now I'm back, you know what I'm saying, working as a director and a coach and an entrepreneur and all that other good jazz. So, man, I couldn't be thankful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yo,
so
Shawn, when that happened, bro?
So, during college, I got into cutting hair, you know what I'm saying? I went to Atlanta. I visited my dad. And that whole summer, I was just, you know, analyzing, you know, the state of Georgia, and I realized there's a lot of hustlers down there, right? Like I'm talking about, there was a lot of hustlers. It was like people, you know, selling food out of their trunk, selling CDs out of their trunk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of big artists out there, tattoo artists and barbers, and you know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn, it's a new world out here. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, you know, they got to do that because the minimum wage out there is about $7.50.
Yeah.
It's real low. Like I got sisters down there that working almost 10 to 12 hours a day for $8 an hour. I'm like, holy crap. You know what I mean? It's like, wow. You know, and it sucks because it's like, dang, you know, it's a beautiful state and city, but it's like, you know, you can't really do much with it if you ain't got no money.
Exactly.
So that's why I seen a lot of people were on the entrepreneurship. Like, you know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of, you know, individuals doing their, you know, makeup, cosmetic care, and, you know, selling food and things of that nature. I'm like, holy cow. And it's mostly Black businesses do.
Right.
So it gave me a pride to take upon, you know, some creative as cutting hair. And it took me, you know what I'm saying, staying up 5 a.m. on YouTube, learning how to cut hair and kind of coming up with
that so much.
buy my own products. So, and it helped out too with college because, like, you know, I didn't really want to. It's kind of hard, you know, finding a job in college where like everything's filled up, and you know, it's like, damn, how the hell am I gonna make money? I'm not gonna make I ain't gonna ask my mom for money. So like, let me figure out how to use my creation to make profit, you know. So that's why I created Cuts by Pell.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, it wasn't easy because, like I said, we when you're a new guy coming into the entrepreneurship, not a lot of people are gonna F with you. You know what I'm saying? People gonna see that as, oh, look at this kid trying to do something, and you know, see it's not that good. And I took that as motivation, man. I went and got better. And like I said, it was a couple of heads when I first started out. It was like seeing me, I was like, oh, he can't cut hair, he can't do this, he's not. Don't go to him.
Damn.
It was a lot of awkward. I had to take that. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that this is what you got to go through to be a good. You know what I'm saying? A good anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every great individual was once, you know, at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or placed in adversity. And I think it's important for people to realize that people go at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or placed in adversity. And I think it's important for people to realize that people go through disadvantages and adversities to learn how to overcome it and help the next person to help them realize that it's okay to go through that disadvantage and adversity. So, yeah, like I said, I had nothing to lose what I was doing being an entrepreneur. So I kind of took that, ran with it. You know what I'm saying? I made made a lot of money doing it. So I was real fortunate. But hopefully one day I can come with my own barbershop organization where I can help, you know, young kids to become entrepreneurs and make their own money and come up with their own creation of work and make themselves profitable. You know what I mean? You know, they don't always have to work a 9 to 5 all the time. They can just do use their own creation